What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and this is probably going to be a pretty quick video, maybe. I say that a lot, and it usually doesn't happen. But I want to talk about Glossaryck. My man Glossaryck, the pudding-eating, mysterious magic man himself. What is he all about? What is his plan? What are his motives? What is his end game? Because we've always been kind of left in the dark and out of the loop with what he's planning. He's always been a mysterious character, and much like Star and Marco have always questioned what exactly is on his mind, what are the mind games he's playing with people, the audience does as well. So I wanted to talk about specifically Battle for Mewni and what his motives were in that specific arc, and also what this means for the greater vision that Glossaryck has for everything that's been going around. Because, we see him throughout his time with Ludo. He's trying to get this pudding ball, right? He's trying to turn pudding into a ball over the fire. And right before he died, right before Toffee essentially killed him per se, even though he technically got Ludo to do it, right before he did that, he finally got it right. He got a pudding ball. He made a ball of pudding, but it was glowing. And what's really interesting about this is that we see when Star meets him in the wand towards the end of the whole climax before Toffee gets Dragon Ball Z'd, we see that for some reason in the soup there's a glowing ball that helps Star dip down into the super magical girl form that she ends up in. And this ball looks like it's the pudding ball, which is very interesting. So could it be that Glossaryck was planning this whole time throughout all of Battle for Mewni that he was able to plan the pudding ball to be in that soup for Star to pick up and turn Super Saiyan? Because it seems to imply that Glossaryck does see the future, at least to some extent. We don't know quite to what extent, but this may have been why he burned that one page in the book and bomb on the birthday clown and all that stuff. So it's possible that he saw this coming and that's why he was trying to get this ball pudding. Why it's pudding, I have no idea. But what does Glossaryck want? He claims that he isn't on anybody's side, but these actions, if this is the case, if that ball is the same ball pudding that he made, kind of goes against that. So what if when he says that he's not on anybody's side, we've mentioned this before in the past, but it could just be purely circumstantial, because he technically isn't on anyone's side because he's bound to whoever has the book, but at the same time, he never seemed like he really was worried about being like in Ludo's possession or Toffee's possession. He wasn't worried or ashamed at all whatsoever. It's a complete contrast to, if you remember in Aladdin, when Genie had to take orders from Jafar because Jafar had the lamp. He was not happy about it. He did not want to do it. He clearly was upset about it, but he had to do it. But Glossaryck never once seemed like the book getting stolen was much of a problem for him, even so much as praising Eclipsa for letting him do his job and not bugging him, even though she's a dark witch who's considered quote-unquote evil as far as we know. So he's basically painted as this true neutral character who doesn't truly care for the greater good, and he only cares about doing his job and pudding, which according to Star and Marco's guide, for mastering the different dimensions, whatever it's called, he was simply created by the universe for understanding magic. That is his sole purpose. So, but if that's the case, why would he seemingly help Star defeat Toffee from within his wand with the pudding ball if he's really all neutral? Why he ended up in the wand is still beyond me. Maybe he teleported there right as he was burning, or maybe that's just where he goes when he dies. Not really relevant for this discussion, but that could be another topic for another day, how he ended up in the wand in the first place. But he's magic, whatever, it's magic. That's always the best excuse for anything. If this doesn't make sense, it's magic. So not only that, but we do see that he is clearly very upset over the passing of Moon's mother. So it's clear that he does really truly care about people and things outside of just being left alone and eating pudding, because this was the first time we really see him sad over person. Obviously, this was the most drastic situation it could have been, but it does show that he does have a heart and he does care about people. So I think what's happening with Glossaryck, that he isn't a true neutral character per se. He just acts like that. He just acts like he's true neutral, because I think his seemingly neutral stance comes from the fact that he knows how everything is going to turn out, and then certain things need to happen in a certain way in order to be the way that they're supposed to be in the first place. So I think Glossaryck is probably just very calm and confident and not necessarily neutral at heart. He's not easily intimidated or surprised because he sees most things coming, and not to mention he loves playing mind games. So that also kind of goes into play with, how he acts and interacts with other people. So I think that's why Glossaryck didn't go back to Star when Star tried to reach out to him. And he did seem a little bit surprised that she was able to go through the all-seeing eye, but that's all another discussion once again. But not only because he probably wasn't supposed to go with Star because, you know, he's kind of bound to the book, but because he knew that in order for things to work out correctly, he had to stay with Ludo, get burned alive, end up in the wand, and guide Star to defeat Toffee with the pudding. And he also says maybe this is what you need as he fades away, the all-seeing eye fades away. So basically forcing her to stop relying on the spell book and come into her own true power. So that's what I think. I think Glossaryck just knows everything, and he's so confident and so sure about everything that he seems neutral and he seems like he doesn't care, but he knows that how the series of events is supposed to transpire. Maybe it's like kind of like Garnet's future vision where he sees multiple outcomes and he just kind of goes with what the best one is. He is an almost omnipotent, all-seeing, magical being created solely from the universe, so he might know everything that's going to go down, and this might be the exact reason why he acts the way he does in every situation. So no real telling what his true end game is. Who knows? We don't know what the end of the series is supposed to be. I don't even know if Darren FC necessarily has an end for the series. I would imagine she does, but we don't know at this time. But who knows? Maybe he's actually the biggest bad of the entire series, and he's just placing all these different chess pieces throughout the series. You know, siding with the good people, siding with the bad people, siding in between, and kind of just placing everyone where they need to be so he can be the true mastermind. I doubt that's the case, but it would be an interesting twist. And it is technically possible. So who knows? But what do you guys think? Do you think Glossaryck is truly neutral, or do you think Glossaryck, because he can see into the future, just plans everything and just knows everything, and he is actually a good guy per se? He is on the side of good and the greater good of the world and the universe and the multiple dimensions, but he just acts very neutral and like he doesn't care, because maybe part of him doesn't, but part of him just understands what needs to happen, and he understands that no one else understands what needs to happen. So he just kind of is fed up with everyone's nonsense because he knows he's got this and it's all under control and everything's gonna be fine. So let us know in the comments down below what you think Glossaryck's end goal is, what you think he's all about. Definitely want to hear your thoughts about this, and if I missed any important details, definitely let us know. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for more Star vs. Forces of Evil theories, discussion, reviews, all the good stuff. The rest of season 3, it's only 2 months away. Still killing me inside, but we're getting close. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Michael Williams. You've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.